Hey everybody, it's MJ Connery, aka SithlordO66 for RogueDeckBuilder.com. Coming to you with some EDH love. The one thing that I feel is kind of underrepresented on our channel so far is no EDH. I mean, I've done two, and Kevin's done one. Kind of this card's good, this card's not good in EDH. Although Kevin's was more like, is this card good? But anyway, that's beside the point. Um, I actually finished out the Avacyn Restored one as well. Unfortunately, when I was doing the M13 one, I had a computer malfunction, and I didn't want the video to look like the Dark Ascension video, because that's exactly what happened, which is why it looked weird. I had a problem with the program, and it looked all crazy, and it was going to do the same thing for M13, so I'll just have to re-record it later. But what I wanted to do is, because today's my day off, it's like 4:08 a.m. I just woke up at like midnight. Um, I wanted to actually just play, so I put together an EDH deck, and I played a few games with it. I dropped out of a bunch, but um, you might be expecting, just looking at this, for me to do a deck tech. But I'm not going to, and I'll explain why, because it's a little important that I talk about my philosophies of EDH, and then get to something new and exciting that hopefully you guys will dig. But the first thing about my philosophies is I don't like net decking for EDH. Now, Kevin did a video a little bit ago, the down with the net decks and this, that, and the other thing. And for the most part, I agree with him. However, I don't necessarily either. Um, to me, the rogue deck thing is very cool, and it's very fun for people. Like, I think it's important to create new ideas and things like that. I'm hoping I'm not going to get kicked off the channel for doing this, but I do have to give my honest opinion. If you're looking to go to an FNM, I don't believe there is a reason to net deck. Just your regular standard FNM. However, if your local shop is holding, like a contest, like an FNM, like a standard match, but the prize is, for example, like a dual land, that's worth $150, then yeah, I would net deck. To me, that's the reason it is a net deck, is because it's very powerful. Um, Now, there's some pros and cons to both, but I feel that, and if you're like going to a pro tour, you shouldn't probably not be playing like some rogue build, because, and if it is a rogue build, it should be like a Conley Woods professional build, which is still a net deck. Um, they're not synonymous. If you go to Conley Woods' Rogues Gallery, he is obviously playing a Rogues deck. When he did the Wolf Run Black deck that he did, or whatever that was called, where he had the Grave Titans that could trample and do 1 damage and take the rest. I played that deck, but it was still a net deck. Um, but that's kind of beside the point. I don't believe in that for EDH at all. You shouldn't be going to an. I mean, there might be an EDH tournament at your local shop where you might get like $5 or $10 or whatever. You should still be playing whatever it is you want, which is why I'm not doing a deck tech for this, because I don't want you going to copy my deck. I want you guys to think of something on your own. I did this one. I was it last night or the night before. I don't know. I was at work for like 6 hours. Well, I was at work for 8 hours, but 6 of the hours I spent on my app dicking around and building a Grimgrin deck that wasn't every single Grimgrin deck I've ever seen. Now, some of the interactions are the same and things like that, but, it's got my own unique twist. Like, it's definitely got the Door of Destinies. I'm running Conspiracy because I want everything to be zombies, and Grave Pack, Call to the Grave, all kinds of fun stuff. But that's why I'm not doing a deck tech, is because I feel that you guys should be creative, come up with something new. Use a general that nobody's ever seen before. Take Audric and make him a pimp. I don't know. Number two, I call it infinite equals 10. I have no problem with infinite combos in a deck. I just don't want them to go infinite. So when I play with friends, well, certain friends, the other friends are just, I play cutthroat kill decks. But we have a rule called infinite equals 10. If you can go infinite, then you only do it 10 times. And that counts for mana, life, drain, whatever. Infinite equals 10. It's pretty simple. Now, if, for example, you have something that relies on mana and you have the mana to do it, then do it 16, 17 times. That's not infinite. That is, for example, if you have Carrion Feeder Gravecrawler, you could sack Gravecrawler over and over and over again. If you have 27 mana, do it 27 times and put 27 counters on Carrion Feeder. If you're using the other combo I have in here, you'll notice I have Ashnod's Altar. I can go infinite with Ashnod's Altar, Rooftop Storm, and Gravecrawler. But I won't. I'll only do it 10 times. I mean, yeah, it equals 20 mana, but again, it's the whole infinite equals 10 theory. Alright, what's next? I actually have this listed because I did this video previously and it was just me rambling for like 15 minutes and not a lot of it making sense and going back and forth. And so this way I went through. The next thing in my philosophy is generals that I hate. Now, if you can do something very cool with them, more power to you. But for the most part, there are certain generals when I see in a room, I just leave the room. Like, I literally will just concede the game right then and there. And those are as followed. It's Azusa, Omnath, Zur, Azami, a lot of Z's. Well, Azusa. Yeah, that's a Z. They're all Z's. Wow. Azusa, Zur, Azami. Anyway, Ural the Miststalker, and Shroom the Hegemon, and for the 9, most of the time, just any mono blue general. And what's his name? Grand Augustin the Fourth. Those are the generals I pretty much hate. Now, again, if you could do something cool with them that I've never seen before, awesome. I'd appreciate that. But in general, those are the generals I can't stand because they really only have one path to victory. Well, they only have one path to victory that most people do. And then the final part of my philosophy is, I don't know if you can really see the decks. Again, I'm not doing a deck tech, but I'll just go over a few cards. You'll see Skull Clamp, you'll see Soul Ring, you'll see down here Urborg Tomb of Yarath, Volrath Stronghold, and the one thing you'll notice is that there's some kind of expensive cards in here. And if I've said it once, I've said it a gajillion times that I hate expensive cards. And that is 99.99% true. Where it isn't true is EDH. I don't know what it is. If it's just the fact that you only need one and then you're done. You know, once you have one Soul Ring, that's it. Once you need one Sensei's Divine Top, that's it. But this also is true in real life. I will have one of very expensive cards because it's EDH. The other thing you might notice is I have a card that I really don't like as a general, but I don't mind as one of the 99. And that's Jin-Gitaxias. Now, the other thing, which you won't notice, but I will tell you, is I only have one way of seeking anything out in my entire deck. There is no tutors in here. And it's a Liliana Vess. And I could probably get maybe one, maybe two activations out of it. So it's not even really a big thing. I don't mind tutors in EDH. What I mind is when people are tutoring for the same damn thing every single time. If you're winning with the same 3-piece combo every single time in a 100-card deck, there's something wrong. If you are tutoring up Soren Markov and putting me down to -10 every single game, I'm probably going to punch you in the face. I really hate that shit. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I talking about all my philosophies? Well, that's where you guys come in. Playing EDH online is not a lot of fun. I'll be straight with you. It's mostly the cutthroat decks I was just talking about. I went into 5 games. I actually played 3 of those. 2 of them I just straight up exited. And one of those was, oh no, it's a fun deck. And then the dude proceeds to poison me for 8. And it's like, really? That's fun to you? Poison? Oh, that's another thing I can't stand. Infect. I can't stand that in EDH. But the reason I'm talking about all this stuff is I'd like to play you guys. And how I'm going to decide to do this is if you feel like playing me, tweet me. And we'll try to get to a time that we can both play and work it out through Twitter or whatever. And I'll record the video, and we'll have some EDH content on the Rogue Deck Builder. If you've got a headset and Skype, that's even better, because we could Skype while playing, so we could have that. One of the things I like about EDH is joking and having fun with your opponent. And you could also, explain your deck and introduce yourself to the community and everything. But that's something I would like to try to do. Hopefully you guys will be into it. If not, then it just won't happen. But this will give some of you guys an opportunity who doesn't have Camtasia or a way to record videos to be able to go ahead and showcase what you got. So what I want from you guys is come up with a creative, cool, fun EDH deck. We'll have that gentleman's agreement of infinite equals 10. So if you can go infinite, cool. But make it only 10. Or if you just want to have some fun and put together the crappiest little deck you can using nothing but, rotating commons and uncommons, feel free. I have a much more casual deck than this one even. I mean, if you want to play a super casual game, we can do that. And you could put together, an EDH deck. Well, in real life, I paid $53 to put together a Goblin deck. So I'm guessing online you're probably talking about 15 to 20, in all honesty. Because some of the cards I was getting for, 30, 40 cents would run you like 2-3 cents online. If you go to like mtgotraders.com or something. But anyway, that's what I wanted to kind of explain. So, we'll go ahead and hopefully I'll get some tweets. Again, that's at SithlordO66. Feel free to follow. And hopefully I'll be seeing you guys sometime in the next week with some EDH videos from the community. So until next time, guys, remember that there are no cats in America and the streets are filled with cheese. Have a great day.